Capricorn, welcome into your February 2026 reading. This is a general read, so only take what resonates, leave the rest for someone else. I'm going to take a look and see what's happening for you guys as we stroll into the month of February. January has come and is almost done. All right, so general messages for Capricorn. Yeah, cards flying out already. Let's see. Nine of Wands. The Lovers in the reverse. Are y'all having to defend the reason behind why you won't make a decision on something? Or maybe you're defending it in your own mind, relating to why you're not making a decision one way or the other. You have the Nine of Wands here, followed by the Lovers in the reverse. Some of y'all may have Gemini in your chart. Three of Pentacles in the reverse, Four of Cups in the reverse. If you're dealing with an individual, this may also be the person is trying to defend the reason as to why they're not making a choice one way or the other. It just looks like there's a lot of non-cooperation that's going on with something that either you want or another individual wants from you. So you may encounter that in February. You have, oops, turn on the light. You have the Five of Cups here in the reverse, followed by the Four of Wands. I do feel like in the month of February, things are starting to lighten for you. You're no longer feeling either if it was grief that you were feeling before, some sort of loss that you were stressing about. That starts to alleviate itself and you start to feel more grounded. Okay. For some of you, and this is very specific, if you were without a home, or if you're currently like that right now, like in between, I do feel like there's some sort of move, like a house move that you are celebrating in the month of February. You have the Tower here in the reverse. What is this about? The Strength card in the reverse. There's a part of you that wants to no longer hold back something that you want to say, but at the same time, you feel like if I do, I might create a Tower moment, so I'm going to hold back. It's like a push-pull type of energy to where you just don't want to be responsible for something that may become a burden to someone else if you decide to open your mouth and say what it really is. But also it's weighing heavily on you. So what's Capricorn's best course of action in this situation? Six of Pentacles. Eight of Swords in reverse. Don't hold back. The energy is supporting for you to not hold back. Don't let this like ruminate inside of you or make you feel trapped. Don't hold back. All right. And last but not least, you have the Hermit here. What's the Hermit about? Eight of Cups. Some of you may decide to go soul searching, and within that, you're having to leave behind some things. Maybe people, things that may have brought you joy at one point that no longer are fulfilling for you. Some of you may have already done this. I do feel like that fire that you once had is coming back. So just be aware of that. It's not going to be like you're in hermit mode for the rest of your life. I do feel like that inner fire and desire that you've had in the past is coming back for you. And then Two of Swords to the Eight of Pentacles. For some of you as well, you will be in the month of February blocking everything out and only focusing on your goals, making sure that you complete things, making sure that you are gaining mastery. So for some of you, this is school, like, school related things. Maybe you are working on higher education or some sort of vocation, or, what's it called? Oh my God, like a course or a class. For others of you, this is work related, trying to finish out a project or finish out some sort of goal that you have. And I feel this is going to be like no distractions. I have to make sure that this gets completed. Okay. Very disciplined energy. All right. Let's go on to current situation when it comes to your love life. What's the current situation in the month of February when it comes to Capricorn's love life? Current situation. Hmm. I feel like, and this is so interesting that I even get this from here. I feel like you're stepping back from some sort of situation to reassess and to really come home to self. You have the Seven of Cups here in the energy of the current situation. A lot of, I don't want to say smoke and mirrors necessarily, but a lot of confusion, not being able to see what the best decision should be. I'm hoping that someone is not trying to do smoke and mirrors, but right now what I'll just say is trying to see through illusions, fantasy. And so I do feel like for some of you, you are retreating. You're making a decision to retreat so that way you can come home to self. That way you can be realigned with yourself and start to trust your inner knowing, your gut feeling. It's like you're taking some time out. Hmm. It's interesting because I feel like your person is respecting your decision, but at the same time they're stalking you. So it's not like they have completely like walked away, or they're not paying attention to you. They're definitely watching. They're definitely keeping tabs on you. Hmm. This person is wanting to come towards you. They're wanting to come in very passionately. They're hoping that you feel the same. They just haven't made a decision to do so because they feel like you guys are not on the same page. And that's probably because you have withdrawn a little bit. What's going on with Capricorn? You could be dealing with a Gemini. You don't mind communicating with this person in the month of February, but you also are not like super gun ho about moving things forward either. So I feel like there's going to be a lot of communication back and forth. This is actually helping you to move through that Seven of Cups to where you're able to see things a lot more clear. However, in like the subconscious, or like the underlining energy is reflecting that you're not very hopeful, and you don't just want to necessarily move things forward. So you're kind of in this stuck energy. I'm going to ask why. What's mm, did somebody do something to you and now you're like, I don't really know if I want to continue moving forward with this? Because it's giving, I'm not sure that this person is going to change. And it's also giving what is real and what's not. Yep. You took to hermit mode because someone hurt you. There's been some sort of hurt, betrayal. Hopefully it's not a third party situation. Could be. Just take it as it resonates for you. Some of you may have Sagittarius, Pisces, or Virgo in your chart. Got Aquarius there too. Or you could be dealing with one. Yeah, it's like you're, I don't want to say licking your wounds, but kind of. Ace of Cups in the reverse. You're just pouring into yourself right now because you're trying to work on that healing. And so to this person, you're kind of coming across as being selfish, but also they've hurt you in some way. Yeah, so you know what it feels like? it feels like I saw something and I can't unsee it. And you're wanting me to get over it, but I can't do that either. So I'm kind of just moving through it, because the reason why your emotions are going to be going back and forth is because you're still holding on to the burden of whatever this was. Like, it weighs on you. And I hate to say it, but it's almost like this person, just reading their energy, it's like they just want you to hurry up and move past it, so that way, I mean, for their benefit. You know what I'm saying? What's the outcome of February between Capricorn and this person? Mm, Capricorn, I don't think you're going to really deal with them any longer. I feel like you're going to start to, I mean, the whole goal of you stepping back is to be able to see through the smoke and mirrors, and I feel like you are. You have 7 of Pentacles in the reverse. You have the 10 of Swords. This is, I'm not going to waste my time any longer. This is the end of a cycle. So for some of you, it could be in the form of like standing on business when it comes to your boundaries. Maybe you're still dealing with this person, but it's like in a very strict type of way. For others of you, you're just done with them completely. You don't even want to waste your time. Okay. Single life, for the ones that are not involved with anyone. What's going on for my single lifers? Single lifers. Capricorn, what is going on in February? Single life. Sun, moon, rising, Venus. My Capricorn placements. What's going on? Yeah, Wheel of Fortune here in the reverse. You also have the 3 of Cups in the reverse. Ooh. Okay, thank you. Because I was a little worried of what I was going to say. There may be something at one point in time, and maybe you're no longer doing this, and this very much could be old energy just kind of showing up to show where we're heading towards. But you have the Tower here in the reverse. It looks like there was something that it's just like you would not let it go, because you knew that if you took your hands off of it, it was gonna go to shit. However, this was a cycle that kept you stuck and also kept your ass disappointed. Okay? This is an energy of doing too much. The 3 of Cups in the reverse. Doing too much. Doing the same thing over and over, getting different and expecting to get different results, but not moving ahead and not trudging forward, not letting something just completely shatter and come crashing down. However, I do feel like you have stopped that from a singles. And that's probably why you're single at this time. You have the 10 of Swords here. So that's, no longer continuing to stay in that energy. So what's coming towards my singles in the month of February? Nothing. There may be old people that pop up or people that feel very familiar. I just heard Usher, you remind me of a girl. So it's very possible that there may be, your exes dressed up in different clothing and looking like a different person. Yeah, because you have the World card here in the reverse. Now, for some of you, this is your actual ex trying to come back because they feel like there is unfinished business. For others of you, this is people that are showing up in your life that chapter, the whole fucking chapter needs to be closed, because it's almost familiar keeps popping up. Now, also keep in mind that we have Saturn going into Aries. You don't think that Saturn is not going to play with you? Well, not play with you, but it's going to see. Are you still doing stupid stuff? Or have you learned your lesson and now you're ready to buckle down and be disciplined? Now, with it being your planet, your Saturn ruled, I feel like you guys are going to pass the test, because I see this 4 of Cups that's here. It's like, nah, you're not accepting it. Anything that comes towards you that's familiar, even someone that is familiar to you, I see you guys rejecting it. You are preserving your peace. You're not moving in that direction. You're not inspired to. Like, It's almost like this is the best example that I can give only because I understand it and hopefully you do too. It's like somebody who has ADHD and you will eat the same food consistently, okay? That'll be your 27th time eating it. And then that 28th time, you're like, this makes me want to vomit. It's kind of like that. Hopefully that analogy made sense to you because that is exactly the feeling of it. It's like once it comes towards you, and this is something that any other time you would have went towards, you're absolutely fucking disgusted. I don't see you trying to move forward in that. There is someone, yeah. There's definitely someone here that comes towards you wanting to communicate, wanting to plant seeds, wanting to have some sort of progress between the two of you. But I don't feel like you're going to accept it because you don't feel, I just heard, you can't teach an old dog new tricks. You don't feel like this person has changed. You don't feel like this person has learned their lesson. And so because of that, you're not going to give them access. And good job. All right, let's go to all signs, their sign. Sorry if I've been speaking quickly. Mercury and Aries, sometimes it happens. I'll speak fast and all of that. All right, speaking of, if you're dealing with an Aries, mother, the Aries is in denial. This Aries is in denial. They're in denial about something, whether it's that they're not self-sabotaging and that they're open and free. I feel like they're telling themselves a lie. And I feel like they're telling you a lie. But this person actually thinks this. Like they really feel like they are open and allowing things to flow. They're not. Just letting you know, they're not. They're not seeing it. All right, if you are dealing with a Taurus, the Taurus is letting the connection go. They can't see a future. Or maybe this is you letting the Taurus go because there's no future. If you are dealing with hold on, side note. Also for the Taurus, they spend too much damn money. So this is somebody here who maybe they say they have more money than they do, but they splurge entirely too much. They're about to lose it all. All right, anyway, Gemini. The Gemini talks a lot of shit, but I feel like they're more so of a taker than giving anything. So watch out for that. If you're dealing with a Cancer, the Cancer feels like they could truly see themselves marrying you, actually. Like they feel a very strong pull, a very strong spiritual pull to you. Like you guys are very much aligned. Also uh like this could go the distance. This has the legs to grow into something and go to the next level. Thing about this is they're not taking action on it. They're still sitting in this observation mode. Even though they know. I feel like there's like they know, but they're not doing anything just yet. If you're dealing with a Leo, the Leo wants control. The Leo is wanting to control things between the two of you. They want to control how this moves. They want to control things with money. They want to control their emotions. They're controlling how much they give to the connection. Watch out for that. This person has a control issue. And it's mainly because they're feeling very deeply and you make them feel a lack of control. If you're dealing with a Virgo, ooh, the Virgo feels like you're heaven sent. The Virgo said, for some of y'all, this is an ex that is wanting a second chance to do right by you. This Virgo feels like you guys are aligned. If you are dealing with a Libra, either A, you feel like the Libra is moving too fast, or B, the Libra feels like you're moving too fast. And because of that, somebody is very defensive. Whoever is the person that's not moving is the defensive one. If you are dealing with a Scorpio, the Scorpio just wants to bang. They don't want nothing of substance, which is interesting because that's not normally a Scorpio, but you know, yeah. If you are dealing with Scorpio, Sagittarius. Ugh. It might be difficult to deal with this Sag. I feel like deep down inside, like they have numbed their emotions. It's very hard for them to be happy with anything right now. If you are dealing with the Capricorn and the Capricorn, oh, look at this. You got Sun to the Two of Pentacles. You make this person really happy. Like they can see you two being able to manage this. I just heard two peas of a pod. So there you go. If you're dealing with an Aquarius, the Aquarius wants their independence. So you may start to see either stagnation or just a complete stop. This person wants to be single. And if you're dealing with the Pisces feels like either A, you're moving on, or the Pisces is moving on. They're seeing this as a missed opportunity. All right, Capricorn, that is what I got for you guys today. Thank you so much for being here. I greatly appreciate y'all. Don't forget to hit that like button, hit that hype button. If you need something personalized, miatarot.com. Personal readings. Okay? All right. Until next time, you guys, take care.